Hey guys, today I wanted to share with you my analysis on the recent news with an innovative AI company based out in California. That is C3 AI, ticker goes by AI. Now, today the company's share price ramped up significantly, especially with the huge news with C3 AI partnering up with Microsoft to expand its business strategy to work together to have a win-win approach and to scale up its business operations. Now, most of you are wondering, is AI a buy, a hold? We can go into all those details, and I'm very excited to share all of that information with you. We'll go through the news updates, we'll look at the technicals, what's my price forecast in the coming weeks heading into the new year. We'll also look at the financial data from C3 AI, as well as looking at the company's website with the CEO providing a couple updates. So we'll dive deep today. And I hope that this video is valuable for you. And if you feel that it is, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe for more related content. First off, let's start by looking at the actual share price. So I will first discuss about the share price. So as you can see today, the company's share price AI, it ramped up by close to 25% in the aftermarket. We're seeing it ramp up to about $33. Back in the time frame of like February, this was hovering at around 36.97, and just with Q2, Q3, it's just been having a bleed out. I mean, in April, low 20s. This was a great opportunity to dollar cost average down. However, it's just been consolidating at the low 20s. And just today, with the great news that just got released with the partnership, this really drove the market sentiment in C3 AI, ramping up its share price. Now, most of you are wondering, is now a good time to buy? Let's take a look. Back in 2023, we saw that the share price January timeframe, it was hovering at the $11 range, and then it started climbing up here. You see it climbing all the way up at one point in the mid 40s, back in like mid last year. And just with 2023, it was doing pretty well until we got into like Q4 of last year, and it's just been bleeding out consistently up until Q1 of the year of 2024, where we saw the gradual increase. But over time, it's just been at the basement low. And most of you are wondering, how high can C3 AI go up based on the recent news? The fact that we've seen C3 AI hit the mid 40s, and with all of the market sentiment right now, with the rise in the price of Bitcoin, AI being the center of discussion, I believe that generative AI for business, it's here to stay. And it's not a significant amount of companies out there that are producing top-notch, high-quality, value-adding software. And it's really going to be C3 AI along with Microsoft and all of the big name companies that will do well in this market. In fact, C3 AI, they're enabling who they're working with, their customers, to generate economic benefits. So, for example, you look at Oracle, you look at Shell. Oracle has made tons of money just having C3 AI's built-in software incorporated in their business. So, not only just with that sector, you look at the defense sector, you look at pharmaceuticals, you look at manufacturing, supply chain. C3 AI is going to tap into so many markets. And now with the expansion with Microsoft, this is really going to be huge news. C3 AI, I think if you're like a long-term investor, this is definitely still a buy low opportunity, because I think that the company's share price will start maturing from a short-term perspective, I could see C3 AI getting into the $40, $50 range as we head into December into the new year. But ultimately, like through long-term investing, C3 AI, I could see this easily 3 to 5x, which will come likely in the new year. So let's look more into the information. What's driving a company's share price up? So C3 AI and Microsoft, they're partnering up for accelerating their enterprise AI adoption. What does this mean? So I know that C3 AI and Microsoft now with this recent news, they're having constant meetings trying to figure out how they can market their products together and generate that revenue and have that split cost. But what's interesting is that this agreement marks a significant milestone with this partnership to bridge the gap with generative AI application software and bridging the gap with Microsoft Azure's robust expansion ecosystem to benefit enterprises globally. Microsoft is dominating right now in the workforce, right? I mean, most companies out there are leveraging Microsoft. I mean, it's general practice to use Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Teams chat, but now with C3 AI's automated generative uh, software, this is really going to be a win-win situation on both ends, adding economic value to both companies. And really, this is going to validate the branding between these three companies. So this is very exciting time. According to the CEO, Thomas Siebel, C3 AI has pioneered enterprise AI for over a decade. They've been working on their patented technology for so long. It's not like it was just invented last year or several years back. But now that they're working with the top software engineers in Microsoft, that's really going to enable new changes, cutthroat, high quality, top-notch customer satisfaction. It's really going to change the name of the game in the AI industry. So companies like Google, Amazon, they're trying to compete against this strong partnership between Microsoft and C3 AI. So this is definitely great news here. And what's going to be coming is you have technical integration between the cloud portal, you have product development, tapping into new emerging markets with this joint delivery. You have the marketing team working together, identifying what type of optimized markets are in place for sales and marketing. So this is going to be a huge opportunity for both companies to work together to see what's the biggest bang for their buck from a near term perspective, from a 1 to 3 year vision, all the way up through a 10-year plan. Now, what's immediate is that there's going to be AI energy management, ESG, reliability, sourcing optimization, public benefits, and demand forecasting. So you see there's going to be significant automation that will take place. And AI has actually worked with Shell, and Shell has benefited so much, which is why they're advancing their automated systems, enabling digital transformation. But let's look further into C3 AI's website. So they're tapping into manufacturing, oil, gas, utilities, financial services, government, transportation, telecommunications, healthcare, retail, and the government. So definitely a $1 trillion market that we see here. And there's going to be a large number of companies, small cap, mid-size, large cap companies that will just throw in the name AI. But I think that this company, C3 AI, is a true high quality generative AI based company that's going to dominate in this game here, just with their platforms. In fact, this company has really added value to Oracle Siebel, and Oracle has really benefited partnering up with this company, for example. Let's take a moment to just go through a video from the CEO.
It's Tom Siebel. He is a Silicon Valley legend and also chairman and CEO of C3.ai. Tom, thanks for talking to us.
Hello, Alan. Nice to see you.
We've seen amazing things from AI in the last few months, but we've also seen some disappointments. From your view, is this hype or is it real? Is AI really going to transform business?
Well, Alan, as you know, we began work 14 years ago on this project, building a platform that would allow a software platform that would allow organizations to take advantage of elastic cloud computing, big data, the Internet of Things, and predictive analytics to deploy enterprise AI applications to allow businesses to produce products at lower cost, provide them to more satisfied customers, to operate with lower environmental impact, and allow governments to provide better services. So we believed that this enterprise AI market was going to be quite real. And now, 14 years later, it appears that the rest of the world has caught up with us. And so it now is, I think, the number 1, 2, and 3 topic on the desk of every CEO and every board.
So I'll just stop there. But the key takeaway here is that C3.ai, they've been working on their patented technology for over a decade, and in fact, close to about 15 years. And what does that mean? They have a lot of knowledge, experience, patented technology that now is becoming into fruition, especially with other companies demanding the need for automated systems, predictive analysis to cut costs, to improve customer satisfaction, and to monitor, gather valuable, meaningful data that can add value to their core business. So that's very exciting. And with a leadership like Tom Siebel, I feel like this company has that potential to grow its share price, adding value to its shareholders, enabling who they partner with to also gain on economic benefit. So this is really the driving factor as to why the share price is becoming mature. Now let's dive deep into the financial data. Most of you are probably wondering, how is C3.ai doing when we look at their financial data? So we're looking at a release of May 29, 2024, but let's just look at the details here. So their cash balance here is 750 million with free cash flow of 19 million, 20% revenue growth, and subscription revenue growth grew significantly here with a total of 47 agreements. We see year-over-year growth, 52% on the agreements. Their non-GAAP gross margin has been growing. Customers are demanding for AI-based softwares and reaching out to C3.ai, which is why we see Microsoft now getting involved. Looking at their subscription strategy, that's grown significantly along with the bookings driven by their applications. Just looking at the revenue growth here, it's increasing quarter to quarter, as you can see here, 20% growth just with its revenue. And we know that in this current sector right now, when it comes to service-based revenue, I think service-based revenue is dominating when it comes to revenue in the context of providing goods and service. I think service is where the money is at right now. Just looking at the year-over-year growth, Q4, it's growing significantly along with the subscription revenue, 41% year-over-year growth. Looking at the partner business model, you see here that the company has closed about 91 agreements working with Amazon, Google Cloud, Microsoft, as you can see, but now Microsoft is working directly with with C3 AI. So big name companies in the pipeline here, and I'm sure there's going to be smaller based companies that are trying to partner up, and eventually we'll start seeing other sectors like in the pharma industry, other AI customer success here, U.S. Air Force, pharmaceuticals will eventually start picking up as well. So just looking at total revenue here, you see the range of like less than 100 million. Year over year growth is it's growing substantially. Financial updates revenue 86.6 million for Q4 2024 with non-GAAP gross margins of 70%. So that's looking really good just based on the financial data. Revenue here, 310 million. And just looking at the data here, we see just positive growth. Just looking at deal bands, total revenue mix with subscription and percent of the total revenue, along with professional services that they provide. Let's look at the breakdown here. So C3 AI platform that's attributing to 12%, where the biggest pie is AI applications led. Just looking at the different industries here, so you see energy, that plays a big role. Defense, aerospace, oil and gas, manufacturing, accounting services. So this looks really good. Federal here, aerospace defense, that piece of the pie is growing significantly. And I believe that manufacturing will start growing here. We see the growth from like 2% to 6.7%. My take is that eventually hospitals, healthcare will benefit from what C3 AI can provide as well. So life sciences here, you see it growing up to about 5.9%. So definitely a huge niche market in life sciences, chemicals, manufacturing, agriculture, all sorts of the different sectors that you can see that C3 AI is working with. And that's really why Microsoft is partnering up with this company. It's a win-win situation. And most of you are wondering, we tie it back to the price. How high can this company share price go? I'm thinking that in December, it's possible that it can break through the $50 range. And to me, let's say if you're a long-term investor, I wouldn't be surprised C3 AI maturing its share price and over the course of time, we can see this break through the $100 range, especially just looking at their financial data, validating their branding now, working in a market that's going to demand much more automated generative AI for data analytics. There's just going to be so much money to be made, both for Microsoft and AI here. So there you have it. I hope that this video was valuable. If you find it valuable, please make sure to hit the like, subscribe for more related content. Thanks, guys.